Hello, welcome to a unscripted, unplanned stream. I'm going to be playing with and setting up my new wheel, a T598 Thrustmaster. Did I say that right? 598? Now I'm having second guess. T598, yep. And so, this is probably going to be a rather bizarre stream. I'm going to essentially just be setting this up, going through the settings. You'll probably be catching me playing with screws, drilling things. Or, no, hopefully we're not drilling anything tonight. So I have my new wheel mounted already. I've done a little bit of work prior to streaming. I need to sit on the floor. It's a bit awkward to be using the computer while I'm kneeling. So give me 30 seconds. I don't have chat open at the moment. I will have it very open. Alright, there we go. I now have chat open. I've got the video paused so I don't have an echo coming through the headset. Let's shrink that screen. Scroll down so we can see chat. Scroll down so we can see how many wonderful viewers we have. Alright, as I was saying, I have already mounted the wheel. I'm just going to slide the camera over a little bit to hopefully help anyone see. So already mounted the Thrustmaster wheel. Had a few little intricacies. First setup, the brakes didn't work. I hadn't actually plugged in the cord properly because I stupidly bolted it to the frame, the foot pedal frame, without plugging in the cords. So then I kind of awkwardly had to reach in there to put them in. Thankfully I could still do it. I didn't have to undo it. Now the camera's kind of sit funny. But anyway, I had it all mounted up. I very briefly used it for maybe half a lap, just playing around. I need to tinker with the settings. I did just come back into the room, so the Thrustmaster wheel does not line up with the Striver 809 mount bracket. It's just none of the holes line up. So I had to use the base, the bracket that came in the box, which is, I think, typically for mounting to a desk with the big, massive C-clamps. So I had to mount to that. Now, I originally mounted it how it's set on the picture, and it had it mounted so that when it's flat, maybe I can show you a picture on the instructions. Where is it? Yeah, so it mounts so that you might be able to see there. It angles the wheel up, so the wheel is angled up towards you. So I mounted it that way originally, and sitting in a Formula style chair, that meant I had to angle this plate downwards a lot because the wheel was angled up. Now what I've just done is I've actually flipped it around. So now, by default, if you look at the wheel side on, it's actually angling the wheel down. I've obviously got it sitting quite level with this angling back, which makes more sense on a Formula style rig. So I just did that literally 30 seconds ago before going live. So that's mounted, and now what I've done, I haven't got the wheel plugged in because I'm going to actually just double check that the firmware is up to date, because I don't think it is. Saying firmware version 1.93 or something like that, but I believe this wheel is up to, well, I mean, the instructions that I've looked at show it as being 2.03 or something, so I'm going to quickly be looking that up. Alright, let's have a look. Now, I was watching a YouTube video on all the different settings you can do. There's so many. Here we go. To carry out a firmware update, Install the Thrustmaster panel software. Link available below under software. Alright, software. Thrustmaster panel. One USB port on this side of the laptop, so I'm using my crappy 3D printing Windows laptop at the moment because it has USB-A ports and the plug that goes into the PS5 is USB-A, so I think that downloaded. Open file. I have to wear the headphones because I'm using them as a microphone at the moment. Okay, so we're downloading that. Alright, back up to the top. Firmware 2.07 is the latest. Okay, that is not what this wheel has installed. It has 1.93, I'm pretty sure. It's downloading the software. First impressions, very smooth. Like, just bizarrely smooth. When I first did use it though, some of the force feedback was very subtle. It almost couldn't feel much, so that's where I know I definitely need to tweak some of the settings. Okay, I've downloaded the software. Firmware 1.25 is the latest sports car steering wheel included in the... So why did it say 2.0? Ah, 2.0 is the wheelbase. 1.25 is the wheel. Regarding the Ferrari wheel, I don't have the Ferrari wheel. Okay. Firmware update process. Okay. Now if I plug this in, alright, it's plugged into the laptop. We've got action. Hooray! It is recognized. Wants to install a driver, so we will do that. New update available. Apply update. Oh, there's an on and off button. I did not know that. Power off your base by pressing the on off button. Yes. Of course I want to install what I just downloaded. Next, install. Hey Tom, 2.07 is the latest. I'm curious on my thoughts. Look, I've used it for about 5 minutes. So far, so good. I don't imagine I'm gonna have any negative thoughts. Yeah, I mean, I'm coming from the G29, so it's significantly better. Probably one call out is the buttons, like these buttons here that I don't know if you'll hear this. Yeah, that they're definitely more tacky than the G29 was. The G29 was more of a thunk and felt more solid. These are, especially these like D-pad ones, they seem very cheap. Restart my computer. Oh, alright, yes, restart the computer. Thankfully it's not the one streaming. I'm trying to awkwardly sit on the floor and lean against the sim chair. Alright. I don't think we need that anymore. Yeah, it's definitely on. I can see on the little screen here now. I could stuff around making my iPhone do a camera, but oh no, that probably won't reach. But I could just see 1.94 is the firmware that's on the wheel at the moment, so it's definitely not the latest. Oh man, I'm trying to use the laptop trackpad to use the mouse on this computer. Right, come on. Oh, it's not plugged into the PlayStation. Where's the remote? Oh god. I've moved the chair and pinched the remote. There we go. Wake up. Making my whole rig move to the right. Oops, slid again. Okay, where were we? Alright. Okay, where's this software? Thrustmaster panel? My Thrustmaster panel. Here we go. No device connected. There is a device connected. Now it's picked it up. New update available. Let's click on that. Apply updates. Step 1. Step 1. Power off your wheelbase pressing the on-off button on the back of the base. I need to sit up. Oh, there it is. Very obvious. Okay, wheel is off. Once the process is started, don't unplug or turn off the device during the update pip. Next. Step 2. Hold L3 and settings simultaneously and power on the base by pressing on and off on the back. Then click next. Okay. Hold these two simultaneously. The boot mode is correctly engaged if the screen is turned off. It appears to be. There's nothing on the screen. Done. It's updating. Please turn off and turn on again. Turn off and turn on again and wait. The firmware has been successfully updated. That was really fast. Wow. That was much faster than I thought it would be. Settings can be adjusted from the wheelbase interface. Coming soon. Testing. Alright. Oh, I can set the center because, yes, the center was not center. However, I'm not going to do that because I assume that's all going to set centers and things for PC mode because I'm plugged into a PC. I need to set everything based on the on being a PS5. Alright, so that is done. It is now up to date. We will now unplug it and plug it into, throw that laptop over there, plug it back into the PS5. Hopefully this is the right way, this is okay to do. I can't see what I'm doing. does that always happen? Lift up the PS5 to do things, and a cord falls under it. Sit that there. Move the chair back straight. Put the mouse on that side. Slide that remote over there. Make sure I grab the keyboard. Phone is close. The all-important scotch is close. Awkwardly get into my rig. Oh god. Man, that wheelbase is freaking huge, isn't it? Now it just clears my legs. Oh. The annoying thing is, with effort, I can adjust this. Oh. Okay. My knees are like just hitting. Maybe I can make it a bit taller. Just slightly. Yeah, I got room. I had to put the monitor or the TV a bit higher. Ever so slightly taller. That's a bit better. Angle it down. I don't like pulling on the wheel. But I do not want to undo that. Stupid. Alright. The circle is more positioned. The circle is more positioned to Alright, now. Yep, 207. Force feedback is on 1. Master 80. Mode is pro. Inertia off. Friction is low. I might actually I was watching a video on this before. I might actually factory reset. I just don't want to. I want to be starting from scratch. I didn't like force feedback on D. That was barely anything. Friction mid, boost low, boost high. I was watching a video on this, but half this stuff I do not understand. Damper, gear jolt, end stop high. Okay. Don't know what these things are. What I did want to do. Okay. So that is 50%. I need to reset it. I can't remember how to set the center. Put on profile 3. What's profile 3? What are you talking about? It's profile 3. Where's that? Oh, of course I did. I put the ThinkPad just out of reach. Wheel main setting. Okay, I don't. Profile 3 as in force feedback. There's default 1, 2, 3. Is that what you mean? Or do you mean mode? Which is BSPE, which I think stands for Base, Sport, Pro, Expert, or something like that. Yeah, to which one? Put on 3 for force feedback. Oh my god, I feel like I'm going to die. I'll give it a try. I have a feeling I'm not going to like it. Alright, here we go. Now, this was just what I was testing with before. BMW M6 at Suzuka. It's a track I know. It's a car I know. I think I'm racing Sophie AI, so let's see how I go. Turn the volume up a bit. Whoa! I forgot I turned the traction control off. Oh my god. Alright. I definitely need to... I need to fix that center. It's not center. The wheel isn't center. What was that? Gear speed, position, lap, time, whatever. I don't care about that. L3. Pedals. We know what the pedals are in. That's apparently the center, but it's... Is it the base that's messing me up? The wheel... It's ever so slightly to the left. But it doesn't change percentage. Oh, how do I set it? T598 wheel center. I watched a video on YouTube before. Let me find it. I'll be able to find it in my history. Oh, of course I'm not signed in. Now I have to do the two-factor authentication. Can't remember my password. Oh, I can't remember it. There we go, I remembered it. Two-factor, YouTube. Didn't get a message. There we go. Yes, it's me. Yes, it's me. Oh, no. Something went wrong. I hate signing into YouTube. Something went wrong, but I'm signed in. Okay. History. Dark mode. Why are we in light mode? Alright, here it is. What is the right button? That's better. That's the new 50%. Yep, that's better. Okay, I fixed it. Yep. The right button is the right D-pad. Yeah, I have that website open, Tom. Let me have a look. GT7, where is it? Game settings. PS5 game list. Mapping. Mapping for American Euro Truck. iRacing. Here we go. Gran Turismo. No, I don't really care about though. So weird, I can feel the magnets vibrating my chair every so often. It's like, not mapping below GT7. I don't know what you mean. That's just telling me the buttons. I don't care about the buttons too much. It's like, you know, that this is shift down, this is shift up. That's pretty straightforward. Oh wait, here we go. Okay. Presets. 4 different feedback profiles. The 4 feedback profiles configured force feedback from aggressive to most aggressive. FFD 1, 2, 3. Please see the table for input values. You can modify the settings for each profile, which are saved on the basis of internal memory. Okay, what's this? Damper 10%. I feel like I know I put it to 3, but I feel like I'm gonna like 2. 2 or 1. I feel like 3 is gonna be too extreme. But we will leave it as is for now. We will go back to. Appears to not. I need to get out of settings to be able to use it in game. Alright, let's retry. Here we go. Go to 11. The shifters feel very good though. Whoa, heavy. Yeah, I don't know if I like 3. I feel like I'm wrestling a truck. It's very smooth though, like. God, those noises are annoying though. No traction control. Alright. No, I'm going to tone that down a little bit. That one. We're going to turn that down to 2. We're going to retry. Yeah, it's just... I feel like I'm like battling it. Feels very boatish. Oh god. We knew this would happen, and I did I think I need to angle this down a little bit. Pause that until it stops moving. Okay. We're gonna actually do a lap now. I won't keep restarting, I'll actually finish the lap. Definitely need to tone up the feature for the rumble strips, because I can't feel them at all. Like I feel a bump, but not a if that makes sense. Like that, nothing. I want something. I'll look down at the display then. I mean, to be honest, the pedals feel amazing. I cannot fault them. I've obviously never used load cell, and these aren't load cell, but I told myself I'd learn to drive without traction control in when I got this wheel, so that's why that's probably my biggest struggle at the moment. Boost +2. Is that that's the setting? I did watch the video, but I can't remember. Alright, let's have a play. Settings, is that No, it's not that one. Settings, L3. Boost low or boost high? Boost low, +2. Alright. That's a bit better, yeah. Yeah, the good difference, Tom. Thanks for that. Whoa. Go. I can't tell if so. Now it seems wrong in the other direction. The middle, it seems really. I can't tell if the center is off or it's the mount that's confusing me. Because if we look on GT, that is center. On the wheel it says 50%, but it is ever so slightly to the right. And I think it's my frame. I'm pretty sure it's my frame. What have I done? I've changed the... I don't want lap. I want gear. Yeah, gear's good. Whoa. I think I've mostly got it right. It is about, I feel like I'm 80 to 90% correct in setup. I do want to try a different car and just see. I think I think why it seems right is I'm this frame, which I think I said in my review, the Striver frame, it by default when you go up this center bolt, it tilts the whole wheel to the left. So I've counted the center of doing that by tilting it to the right. Thanks, Fizrek. Thank you. Yeah, well, I was saying the frame, annoyingly, this center bolt makes the wheel mount lean to the left. I've centered the wheel to the right, and out of habit, I'm seeing that I think what it is, I'm seeing that the center, that the frame is on an angle, so I'm correcting it. But then that's throwing the wheel off. I need to leave it crooked so the wheel's straight, which is going to bug with my OCD, but... Alright, I want to go to Bathurst, and I want to get the Supra. That's what I want to test. But my god, this thing takes up so much space in the camera. I probably need to pick a better camera angle, eh? Alright, World Circuits. Bathurst, change car, we shall get in the Supra. Is that a Supra? Custom race. Oh, let's go time trial actually. Morning. Can I check with Thrustmaster? The only thing Thrustmaster says, mate, is that there is 3 presets and it tells me what that set's based on the preset. That's all it tells me. It doesn't tell me what to do with, I've got a set of Corsa open on this laptop for some reason, but it does not tell me what to do with force feedback in the game. It just tells me what the settings are. So if I set it to FFB1, I'm getting 75% master gain, mode is P, inertia is off, you know, all different settings are preset. No, there is more. By all means, if you can tell me where that is, I cannot see more. All I can see... And when I go to GT7, all it tells me, list of games compatible, just a list of games. List of games compatible with inertia option, which Gran Turismo is. List compatible games with Gear Jolt, which Gran Turismo is. I'll show you what I have. This is going to be awkward, but we have the Thrustmaster site. At the top, we've got warning. You should update your firmware. We scroll down past that. We then have a bunch of manuals. Scroll down a bit more. We have things about software, firmware, and button mapping and how all the buttons map. Gran Turismo's in there, obviously telling me what things do. We then have game settings. Now, if I click on all of those, that's where it's got gear jolt, inertia, compatible with telemetry information, PS5 games list. Then we've got all these icons here. That's just button mapping. That's all it tells me. Then I go down further. Knowledge base. It's got help center, racing compatibility and add-ons. Firmware version 2 are gloves recommended for driving with this wheel. And then there's tutorials. That's it. That is it. And that is on the Thrustmaster T598 English game settings page. Yes, if I click game settings, I've just got . Game settings, Gran Turismo. Recommended, okay, I think I found what you're talking about. Recommended settings, FFB torque max is... For feedback settings, for all cars, it is recommended to keep the slider at I. Okay, what are these? So this is saying, I think I found what you're talking about. Settings, L3, force feedback to 3, master gain 100%, yep, mode E, yep, inertia high, friction off, boost low, 0. I liked boost. I'll put boost low to 2 like we said, and boost high I'll put to 1. Speed EXT, damper 0%, spring, auto, gear jolt off, adjust to your preference. I'll put that on low. End stop high. Okay, done. Okay, now it says for... I'm going to say most of these vehicles, the force feedback is, for the Supra is 3, that one's 4, Camara's 4, the Gelado's 4, the Gelado's 4, the back mono is 4, BMW is 4, the Mercedes is 5, the Ferrari is 5, the Ferrari is 6, Porsche 911 is 7. All of them, the force feedback sensitivity is 1. So we'll just settings. It's not in there. It is in controller settings. So they're all saying put that to 1. And it sounds like most of the cars here that I drive are around a 4. Okay. Let's see how we go. The Supra is force feedback 3. Alright, let's just... I don't want to have to mess with that all the time though. Where is it? Controller settings. Alright. Okay, yeah, I definitely feel the difference. It's a lot less heavy. I mean, yeah, that gear jolt is bloody annoying. Oh yeah, this feels good. This feels good. Alrighty. Thanks, Tom. The same thing. How do I get rid of the ghost? There's something over here. There's that traction control. Oh, remember to bring my fingers down just to use the buttons are backwards. What do we say we go to the daily races and see what they are? And maybe we can do one. I'm pretty happy with how it is at the moment. It's sitting in the right spot. My knees just like, I want to show you if I can reach the camera and if it'll reach just how close my knees are to the frame. Come on, cord. Like my hand just fits. That's my knees. They just fit. Oh god. Awkward reach. Yeah, that's not lined up. How do I do? Not bad. I still need to fix that. I realised I haven't actually changed it to this cam. Probably should have had it on this view for a while, but whatever. It's been all about me, not the racing. All right, let's do our first let's do an online race. Let's do one. Let's just jump in. Let's wing it. Let's just send it. Oh man, that optical illusion of the wheel is just messing with my head. It's like the wheel is straight, but the frame. What race we doing? We're not doing race C. We're going to do a race B, given that's the soonest. What cars are everyone using? The GTR. Okay, I guess we're using the GTR. Select car from garage. I do own the GTR. I got the back as GTR. And we've got 6 minutes. Alright. Where's it at? Circuit de Barcelona. I do not know this track very well. I mean, I know it, but just not very well. Well, I'm very glad there's no chicane. Let's go. $2K in DR already? 2K? I don't know what you mean. How do you know you lost 2K? That was probably way too slow into there. Oh, interesting. I didn't know you could get an app that told you that. Wait, did I enter the race or am I just qualifying? I must have forgot to enter because I don't have a countdowner. Countdown timer. Ah, 4 minutes. I'm still in 5th gear apparently. Enter. And I need to run the bathroom, so I'll be back. Oh, me? reaching to adjust the camera up a bit. Alright. Creaky chair. Don't know if you can hear that, but the chair is creaky as hell. Alright, 1 minute. I have no idea if my qualifying time was any good. My wheel colours now match my chair, at least. Whew. Whew. I apologise if you are now yawning. Well, my qualifying wasn't that good, was it? Message is gone. You too, Techno Dread. If you're talking about my intro message, yes, it always disappears. It shoots out and flies up the top most of the time. I'm very glad. If anyone is buying the T598, I strongly recommend put the shorter, stronger spring on the brake pedal, because, to be honest, it's still pretty weak. Alright, here we go. First race with the new wheel. We're starting at the back. In the Macca's Skyline. I definitely think I need to start wearing gloves, because I'm going to destroy my thumbs on this wheel. I was already destroying them on the stitching of my G29. I'm going to start destroying them on this. Let's go. Remember to change gear. Skyline and Sylvia are getting a bit antsy. come on. Go. I think I'm being a little bit too cautious with the fact that I've got no traction control. I'm hesitating. I was worried he was gonna ungose. You can be a hell of a lot more precise with this. Oh, I didn't realize it was that close. am I getting these penalties for? Definitely notice it's almost slightly disappointing, the difference between grip and no grip and how the wheel communicates that. Like normal racing, like right now, feels very premium, very solid, smooth, actuated. Like you can tell it's a direct drive when I'm driving normally. But as soon as I lose grip like that, it's like this. It's almost like a cheap vibration motor kicks in, and it's just like, hey, you've lost grip. Oh, we came last. All right. All right. Well, I think I'm pretty much done. I've like set it up perfectly. I feel like that's actually quite good. I mean, I came dead last. Whatever. I didn't do a great quali. Um, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not going to do another race. I'm probably going to wrap up. Um, but I mean, it's I'm not the expert to be able to give an opinion. I've used the G29 and that is it. I can't really compare to other direct drive wheels, other than it feels really good to me. Like I was just saying, there is a bit of a there's a bit of a zzz kind of vibration motor kick in when when you don't have grip. Um, what's the races this week? Neo Classics. Hang on, 10 laps. Yeah, not doing that. Red Bull Ring. Oh, overall worth it. Yeah, I mean, Tom, I certainly would not be paying, like, I don't know where you live, but where I am, the the Logitech is like $2,000. The Fanatec is 1,300. This is 900 bucks. Like, I haven't used the Fanatec, I can't compare, but in Australian dollars, this is significantly cheaper. Like it's $400 cheaper than the Fanatec. It is basically half the price of the Logitech. It's a no-brainer. I would not be, personally, I would not be buying the Logitech purely for the fact it is ridiculously overpriced. And I don't think you even get the wheels in that 2000, sorry, the pedals in that $2,000. You just get the wheel. You don't get any pedals or anything. It's just the G Pro wheel or whatever it is. And that's just insane money for, like, it's more expensive than a Fanatec. Yeah, I would be like, if look, if you're looking for a budget, this is perfectly fine. Um, if you just, I think the only reason you would buy the Fanatec is you want a Fanatec. It's like Fanatec is the known brand, but given the latest reviews and how that company's going, maybe you might not feel comfortable dropping $1,400 on a wheel with them. I felt a little bit weird about it because I've heard of people who have waited many months for their order. So that's where when this came out, I was like, and it was available in local retail stores. Like, I can't buy a Fanatec at the local retail store that I bought this. The great thing about buying it at local retail is if I have any issues, warranty is down the road. It's not an online issue that I have to follow up a company that's overseas that just ships to Australia. I can just literally walk into a store and say, hey, my wheel's broken. Warranty. That was another part that I liked. So it was, yeah, $400 cheaper than a Fanatec. Warranty in store. It's direct drive. I mean, this wheelbase is freaking huge, but it I mean, like I said, I'm not someone who's used thousands of wheels, so I can't comment on the comparison. But I mean, compared to the G29, it definitely feels awesome. But I'm going to wrap up there. I pretty much have it. Yep, it's set up. I'm happy with it. I might, tweak settings here and there. I'll probably play around with force feedback over the coming weeks. On Thursday night, I typically stream, so I'll be back on Thursday to tackle the daily races of next week. I'm kind of glad I missed this week. Those daily races look a little bit sad, to be honest. None of those really inspire my interest. Maybe race C a little bit, but meh. None of those tracks are my favorites. So hopefully next week we'll see some more. But I'm going to wrap up there, and I will catch you all on Thursday if you're able to tune in. So I'll see you all then. All right, later. Bye.